Hello guys. In the last class we discussed about the objects and classes in object-oriented programming. So in this class we will discuss about the object-oriented programming methodologies. So what are the different types of methodologies that are present in object-oriented programming? So we will discuss those type of things in this class. So so these are the various methods that are present in object-oriented programming. They are inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, and abstraction. So these are the methodologies which are present in object-oriented programming. So we will discuss slowly each and everything one by one. So first one, inheritance. So we will discuss this. What is inheritance? So we will be discussing this topic right now. Inheritance. So what do you mean by inheritance? So before explaining the definition of the inheritance, we will discuss some generalized topic from this. So some people will say by looking at your face and your parents' face. So some of your relatives will say, "Hey, you are looking exactly like your parents, or you are looking exactly like your father," and some will say, "Your sister is looking same as your mother." Like that, they will say. So there is a specific reason behind this why they are looking same as each person. It means their traits are matching over there. It means some of the characteristics are matching from another person. So this is called inheritance. So inheritance means transferring of characteristics from one parent to child class without any modification. It means whatever the characteristics that are present from the parent, they are transferring their characteristics from them from their parent class to child class without doing any modification. It means without changing anything, they are transferring their characteristics to their child. So why the people will say uh, children and parents are looking same means already they have been transferred their characteristics to their child without any modification. That's why they are looking like. That's why their characteristics matches and some of the looks like the same person. That's why that is called inheritance. So the new class is called derived or child class. So what are the class that is derived from the parent? Those class is called a child class or derived class because we are derived from our parents. So we are calling our child or children. So from where we have derived from our parents. So they are called parent and we are called child class. And the one from which it is derived is called a parent or base class. So from where we have derived, they are called a parent class or sometimes they are called as a base class. So this is the inheritance definition. So the overall definition of inheritance is the transferring of characteristics from parent class to child class without doing any modifications. So it is called inheritance. So we will see. So there are various types of inheritance are there. So there are single level inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and multi-level inheritance. So single level inheritance means we are inheriting, we are deriving characteristics from only single parent. But multi-level inheritance means we are deriving characteristics from both a single one child and one parent class. That is multi-level inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance means the both the child classes are inheriting from same parent. That is called hierarchical inheritance. So multiple inheritance means the child class is deriving from two different parents classes. So that is called multiple inheritance. So these are the types of inheritance that are present in the inheritance concept. So we will see each and everything. Single inheritance. What do we mean by single inheritance? So single inheritance enables a derived class to inherit characteristics from a single parent class. So what do the single inheritance means? We are deriving some characteristics from only a single parent class. We are not deriving more than a single parent class. So deriving characteristics from a single parent class is called single inheritance. That is called single inheritance. So here see an example here. So here employee one is the parent class So here I am defined one class employee one, and next one I am creating a function called they are defining one function, and in that function I am passing name, age, and salary as a parameter. Next, I am creating instances for the name, age, and salary. Same self dot name equal to name, self dot age equal to age, and self dot salary equal to salary. So these are the things that I am creating instances for that. Next one, I am deriving, creating child class. From that child class, here I am creating a child class. So what is the child class name? Child employee. And after that, I am passing this employee name. So this employee one is this is the parent class. So from that parent class, I am deriving the characteristics of the employee one. So what are the characteristics? Name, age, salary. So these are the characteristics from the employee class. So I'm creating instances for that. So self dot name equal to name, self dot age equal to yes, self dot salary equal to salary, self dot ID equal to ID. So this ID is belongs to this ID characteristic is belongs to this child class. But those are remaining name, age, and salary instances are belong to employee. So likewise, we are deriving some characteristics from the employee class to the child class. Yeah, so here I am creating an object, and from that object I am passing this parameter Harshit 22 and 1000. Harshit is the name, so this will be taken to the name, and 22 will be taken to age, and this 1000 will be passed to the salary. So whenever you call this object dot age, the age of the employee will be printed. So what is the age of the 22? So likewise, we will derive some characteristics of child. We will derive some characteristics from the parent class to child class. So this is the example of single level inheritance. Now we will see multi-level inheritance. Already we have seen what do you mean by multi-level inheritance means. We are inheriting some properties from intermediate parent class. So what do you mean by intermediate parent class means? That is also called as a child class. It means one child class is deriving some characteristics from intermediate parent class. So that intermediate parent class is deriving from parent class. So uh, from that from that intermediate parent class, we are deriving its properties. So that is called multi-level inheritance. Now we will see some examples. See, this is the class example that is also called superclass. Next, I am defining some function and passing name, age, and salary as parameters and creating an instance for that. Next, I am creating first child class, that is intermediate class, and I am deriving those some of the classes from parent class, that is name and salary of the characteristics of the employee class that I have been derived to child class and creating some instances for that. Next, I am creating second child class. So from the second child class, I am deriving some of the characteristics from intermediate parent class. So what are the characteristics that are present in intermediate parent class? Name, age, and salary. See, name, age, and salary that the characteristics that are present in intermediate parent class. So, so from this child class, I am extracting the characteristics of intermediate parent class to this child class. So, name, age, and salary are the characteristics of intermediate parent class. So, those things that I have been derived to this class, and after that, after that, I created some instances. Next, I am creating two objects, and after that, I am passing these two parameters, two values. After that, I am calling this employee one dot age and employee two dot date. So whenever you print employee one dot date, 22 will be printed. So whenever you call employee two dot age, 23 will be printed because employee two dot age means we are deriving the value from the intermediate parent class. That's why we got 23. So this is the multi-level inheritance. Next, hierarchical inheritance. So already we have seen what is hierarchical inheritance means. So what do you mean by hierarchical inheritance means? Different child classes are extracting characteristics from the So hierarchical inheritance means different child classes are extracting characteristics from the same parent class. It means from the parent is having two different childs. So those two different childs are inheriting their characteristics from the parent. So that is called hierarchical inheritance. So now we will see that hierarchical inheritance. See, hierarchical inheritance enables more than one derived class to inherit properties from a parent class. So more than it involves more than one derived class. So more than one derived class will inherit some properties from the parent class. That is called hierarchical inheritance. So next we will see some examples. So we'll define some class with employee. Next, I am defining this function self, name, age, and salary. Next, I am defining self dot name equal to name, self dot age equal to age, self dot salary equal to salary. So these are the instances that I have been created. So next one, employee. So next I am creating child class. It means derived class. Next I am extracting the characteristics from the parent. So these are the name, age, and salary are the characteristics of the parent that I have been derived. Next I am creating the second derived class. The second derived class also deriving same characteristics that I have been derived from that I have been derived of employment. So whatever the first derived class that is derived from the parent class, the same characteristics will be derived to this second derived class. It means two different derived classes are extracting the characteristics from the same characteristic. So after that, I am creating an object. After that, I am creating. After that, I am calling this function. So this is the example of multi-level inheritance. It means more than one derived. We are deriving some characteristics from. We are deriving some characteristics from same parent class with two different derived classes. So that is the example of multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance. So another example, we go with this next one, polymorphism. See this. So, so what do you mean by polymorphism means? I will take some generalized example. Suppose if you want to go to school, so you are come across by some traffic. So you will search in how many ways I can go to the school through this. It means you would like to go to your destination by this traffic. It means you are fetching some routes. It means you will be having different routes. Through the different routes, you are going through same destination only. It means your destination is only one, but you are searching for different routes. Through different routes, you are you are reaching the same destination. Like that, it means polymorphism means one task can be performed in different ways. It means we are performing one task in different ways. That is polymorphism. It means one function is existing in different forms. It means we are, we are reaching the we are reaching the destination different ways. It means we can have many ways through to reach our destination. That is the point that we are seeing here. It is one such OOP methodology where one task can be performed in several different ways. So to put it in simple words, it is a property of an object which allows it to take multiple forms. So it is nothing but a property and an object. So which will allow to take multiple forms. So what do it will do means it will allow it in order which takes multiple forms. That is what polymorphism will take. So you see operating system. So what do these operating, how many types of operating systems are there? Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, and Ubuntu. It means this operating system is existing in different forms. It is existing in Windows form. This operating system is existing in Mac OS form, and this operating system is existing in Ubuntu. It means same thing is existing in different forms. That is what polymorphism. It means one function can be represented in different forms. That is operating system. That is polymorphism. Here also there are types of polymorphisms are there. There is two types of polymorphisms, compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. So we will see what do you mean by compile time polymorphism. A compile time polymorphism also called static polymorphism. It means we will call this compile time polymorphism also known as static polymorphism, which gets resolved during the compilation time of the program. So what are the issues that are there? We'll solve that. So we will solve those type of problems during compilation. So that's why it is called compile time polymorphism. One of the general example is method overloading. Method overloading is the example of compile time polymorphism because during this we'll solve this issue only during the compile time. That's why it is called compile time polymorphism. So see example here. We are creating one class. After that I am defining function. I am printing this. Again I am printing. I am using the same function and calling uh, and printing is salary and usage. So it means from the same employee, I am deriving different things. It means this from the same employee, he is existing in different forms. Like his age, his salary, and his age. Next, next, I am creating second class employee two, and I am defining some name. From that, I am deriving his name, and after that I am creating one another function called salary. From that salary I am extracting his salary. I am creating a age function. Next I am extracting his age. It means from the same person I am extracting name, salary and age. It means same person from the same person we can able to extract different things. That is called polymorphism. So this is the example. Next after that I am creating an object. From that object, I am calling. So after that, we will get this output. So this is the compile time polymorphism. Next, runtime polymorphism. What do you mean by runtime polymorphism? Means it is also called dynamic polymorphism. So why it is called dynamic polymorphism means we'll solve this in the runtime. During the runtime, we will solve this. That's why it is called runtime. During the runtime, it will get resolved. So what are the problems that are there is they will be resolved during the runtime. So one of the example of runtime polymorphism is method overriding. So method overriding can be solved during runtime. And coming to method overloading, it can be done in compile time. So that's fine. This is the difference between compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. So I will see example, see here class employee, and after that I mentioned a different function with this. After that I am creating function, and after that I pass. So here see, I am doing runtime polymorphism. See, define earn self. So this is the runtime polymorphism. So next abstraction. So abstraction means hiding the details from the user. It means suppose if you are booking a movie ticket from a book my show using net banking or any other process, and you don't know how, and you don't know what is the procedure of how the pin is generated, how the verification is done. So it means after booking the movie ticket, uh, some pin is generated from that and the verification is done from that. But you don't know how the pin is generated and how the verification is done. It means the details are hiding from it. Those are called abstraction. So what do you mean by abstraction means it is hiding the details from the user. Hiding the details from the user is called abstraction. So these are the methods that are present in Wood's concept. So till now I have explained all the concepts that are present in the Wood's concept. In the next class we will discuss about the other topics which are required for the data science. So I think hope everyone understood. So we'll see in the next class.